Verizon, VZ, look at how price been really rejecting that trend, right? So this is now our resistance. We got to the 200 moving average, which coincide with our trend, right? And now we're just pushing back and back and back and back. Even the 20 and 50 exponential moving average couldn't hold this. So next, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Well, this is your boy Francis. Welcome to the Trading Success Show. As you can see, the market is looking good for the trade for one-day performance so far. So we're going to be looking at different sectors, and we're also going to be talking about the Fed as well, and also the CPI and core PCE. So listen, this is not a recommendation to buy or to sell any stock or equity. This is for entertainment purposes only. Welcome to the Trading Success Show. If this is your first time, you're welcome to this channel. If you have any questions, concerns, just email me at tradingsuccessshow@gmail.com. Now we're looking at different sectors. Technology is weak so far, and followed by what? The consumer cyclical. Okay, healthcare is good, utilities is weak as well, financial is doing good, followed by what? The industrial is okay, energy is really good there, real estate actually took a little bit in on that name or on that sector. So we're going to be looking at the stock, and we're going to be talking about our gains and our loss. These are going to be long-term stocks, and these are going to be, short-term stocks, following the market performance, right? The first thing we're going to talk about, our economic calendar and what we're expecting this week, right? This week's economic calendar comes from what? Monday, just having the Fed just keep talking. As well, Tuesday, we don't have much on Tuesday, but Wednesday, that is when we'll have our core CPI. Our core CPI is coming out as well. And on Thursday, guess what? We have our core PPI. Okay, so keep an eye out on our producer price index as well. And on Friday, nothing much, but just consumer sentiment coming out as well with our IPI, which is our import price index. So it's gonna be a busy week, so just keep an eye out, see how the market react, and position your portfolio properly, right? Now let's talk about the market real quick as well. And for now, we're looking at the market, and I'm expecting the market to really retest the 435 area if 437 just doesn't hold. So 435 is going to be our next spot, because why? That is our 20 exponential moving average, just to continue the trend to the upside. We may not get to that 20 exponential moving average, but remember, 440 is going to act as our resistance for now. If we can break 440, we'll continue to push to the upside, but overall, keep an eye out. Our support is now 435, 435.50 on SPY. Also talking about QQQ as well, we're looking at price retesting the 20 exponential moving average. If you look at it, every time we get to that 20, guess what happened? We just bounced right off. So we're doing the same thing right now as well. So keep an eye out with potential bounce from this level as well. IWM as well, the small caps, small price stocks, they are actually pushing right now. Look at how we bounced right off of the 20 exponential moving average right into resistance. So keep an eye out on that 187 area, 188. If we can break through 190, guys, we can really push on the Russell 2000 ETF. Now our first stock is going to be KR, which is Kroger. Okay, Kroger right now, we're looking at price to continue to push to the upside. We've just been making lower highs so far. Okay, right now we're looking at price pushing through $47, $48, and then we'll continue to push to the upside. $47.75, that is your spot to watch on Kroger. Next is gonna be SNAP. This is Snap. Right now we momentarily push to the upside into 12.25 to almost 12.50. but then pulled back to retest the $12 spot, failed it, and now 1150 is going to be our next support if 1172 doesn't hold, or otherwise I'll be looking at price back into $10 as our form of natural support. Next is going to be DKNG. DKNG has been pushing to the upside and never been looking back. So right now we're breaking this resistance, $27 spot into 28.50, 28.60. So keep an eye out for continuous momentum on this name. I think the ultimate target here is going to be $30 per share. So keep an eye out on DKNG. Apple as well, we're looking at Apple, and Apple right now we've just been retesting this trend right here. This channel, we got a channel here, and we got this channel right here, right? Pardon my line, but we have this channel right here. So we're pulling back to retest this 20 exponential moving average, which is also coincide with our support. Okay, so keep an eye out on this spot, 187 and 186 area for possible support to the upside. Next is going to be Tesla. What do we got? We got that Tesla is pulling lower back into the 263 area, right? So 260 is going to be our ultimate support if this 263 spot doesn't hold. If you can see, yeah, we're really pulling back to retest a level of support. So keep an eye out on Tesla. Roku as well, ROKO. Right now we're looking at momentum push to the upside. Resistance is right here at 66.50. So keep an eye out. If it doesn't hold, if it failed that 66.50 break, then we'll look at price coming back down to 64.34 on that name. Netflix as well. Netflix right now we're looking at price failing that 340 area, then price can retest the 425 426 area. Could keep an eye out on that name as well. Coinbase, we're looking at Coinbase here. $80 has been a resistance zone. Why? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4th time we rejected that spot only to pull back. So look at 75 as support if we can continue to push on Coinbase. Also talking about Coinbase, we also have PayPal holdings. Right now PayPal is looking at filling up the gap. Where is that gap? Right here. We're looking at filling up that gap. Once we get to 70, we should be able to inch right into 72.50 easily on PayPal. So keep an eye out on that name. Also Microsoft as well has been decent move for the past couple of months, and right now we just failed the 20 exponential moving average with our view right around 323 or 322 on this name for support if 325 doesn't hold. So keep an eye out on Microsoft as well. CVNA, if you had bought CVNA right around the $5-6, I think you'll be doing you're really doing good right now, because we've really pushed on CVNA used cars. So right now used cars are doing good, price are lowering, price are pushing lower. So I'll be expecting momentum in used car price names, CarMax and all that good stuff. So keep an eye out on CVNA. NVDA. Okay, NVDA right now we're looking at 20 exponential moving average as our support, 415. Keep an eye out on that area. If it doesn't hold, then we can pull lower right into $400, but I'm expecting 20 exponential moving average to hold as our support, because they say July is always a good month for the market. So keep an eye out. You see how we've been bouncing right off the 20 exponential moving average. So I'll be expecting the same action, you know, if we don't have any market pull. Okay, keep an eye out on the CPI as well, on the as the PPI too. Right now we have our support held. We're now working the 20 exponential moving average on MRNA. If we can break through 125, then 128, 130 is going to be the next spot on that name. DASH as well, DASH, we're looking at 20 exponential moving average as our support. So for now, $75 is going to act as our support. Keep an eye out. If it doesn't, then we're looking at 75 on the next spot on that name. CRWD as well, we're looking to break through 150. That is our resistance. If we can break through 150, we're good to go, right? TSM, we're looking at 102.50. 102.50 break, then 105 will be the next spot on that name. Talk about a dividend player as well. MO, this is Ultra Group right now. See how price really right now you can really tell where we're going, right? We got to that spot, rejected that spot, got to that spot, you know, rejecting it the third time, right? And now we're looking to pull back into 20 exponential moving average. If it fails, then guess what, we're back to 200 moving average retest. So keep an eye out on the $45 $44 area as support if we decide to pull back into that spot. Unipa as well, or Unity Software, which is we're looking to pull back into $38 per share spot if and only if 20 exponential moving average fails. So keep an eye out as well. We've also been pushing on RIVN. This is Raven. I've seen their calls everywhere, so keep an eye out. But for me, guys, I'm looking for price to pull back to the $20 spot, and which is also our 200 moving average for me to really pick up some. This is also a potential measure play as well, or a buyout. So keep an eye out on IVN. Looking at Unipa or Unipa, this is also Cathy Wood trade, and I was looking at $17 as our push to the upside. $17 will lead way to that $17.50 if our 20 exponential moving average can break, because why, we're really holding the $16 as our support also. Verizon VZ, look at how price been really rejecting that trend, right? So this is now our resistance. We got to the 200 moving average, which coincide with our trend, right? And now we're just pushing back and back and back and back. Even the 20 and 50 exponential moving average couldn't hold this. So next spot, if we continue to push lower, is going to be $35 as our support on Verizon. Matter coming up with a trend as well. Matter also platform, Instagram pattern, Twitter kind of likewise, and we're looking at price pulling lower as the market continues to pull lower. So if price can really come back to this 281 282 area or even 280 spot, then we're looking at a support level. Okay, so I'll be looking at picking some up around the 280 281 if price comes into that spot. Why? Because if we look at the previous price action, which is not an indication of our future action, but however, we're looking at this 20 exponential moving average as our support. So keep an eye out, as $300 is going to be our ultimate resistance spot, where we're going to fight and see if we can cross right and push right to. However, Matter has 61% on our ROSI, so keep an eye out on that as well. Small one to play, PD as well, Cathy Wood kind of trade. We're looking at price to break out of this zone, just bottom bounce play. I'll be looking for around this area, $22.50. That is that spot. Another name for Cathy Wood is QSI, Quantum Science. Right now we're looking at the 200 moving average contention. So if that price area reject, then we'll be looking at $1.19 90 cents, 1.9 for a return support visit. So keep an eye out on that name as well. Guys, the remaining chart, I'm going to post them up on my Twitter and on my stock tweet, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the week. Enjoy the core PPI and core CPI as well. Peace and love, guys. Bye-bye.